Hey, what's up? It's Joey Little, Social Little Man here at NADA 100 in New Orleans, and busy day. You're watching these in sequential order. This would be Friday. We're more than halfway through the day, but if you're not watching these, it doesn't really matter. If you speak English better than me, then you're going to understand what this guy says. Tom Cregg. Is it pronounced Cregg?
Cregg.
Cregg. From the UK. AutoAlert associate employee, team member, but international.
International and an ex-AutoAlert user when I was here in the United States for 10 years.
I pointed this because it says Managing Director, AutoAlert International. I just know that you're our hookup overseas, right?
That's me.
That's you.
Yeah, we'll travel, have a passport. So
How is AutoAlert being received overseas? What are we looking at here?
it's a game changer for people because people say the United States and everywhere else in the world is different in terms of the car business. But one thing that's common is that the same challenges apply everywhere. The data is out there, it's in different silos, and what AutoAlert does, it brings it together. It'll bring it together in the UK, in France, in the United States. When you bring it together and you make it actionable, then all it takes is someone to turn it on every day, see the opportunities are there, and make the calls. And that's the one consistent thing it can deliver anywhere and everywhere. And sell cars, make money.
What's the biggest difference between, let's just focus on England, let's focus on United Kingdom. What's the biggest difference in the car buying process as a consumer compared to the United States to if I was outside London or Manchester buying a car?
People in the UK order their cars sometimes and take delivery of it in a couple of weeks, okay? They want a particular model in a particular color, so the inventories that the dealers have aren't usually as big as they are here.
Okay.
So a customer will come in 3 weeks' time and finish up the paperwork and drive off. Whereas today you can go in 2 hours' time, you're down the road burning gas.
Yeah.
So there's a difference there, but the similarity is that when it comes for your lease end or you pay up your finance contract, you're then staring at what to do next. And that same thing applies here as it does in the UK, in that people don't get a contact as to what my next options are.
Right.
So there is no seamless connection with the brand, and people go shopping.
And you see the same thing in France? You see the same thing in Italy?
Everywhere. Everywhere. And the difference is the rise of what they call a PCP, a personal contract purchase, which is a lease, is on the uptake in big time across Europe, from Ireland to Italy. And that way it's growing more like it is in the United States, where the balance on finance versus lease purchases is changing towards lease. Payments led.
What do you think it's easier for a salesperson to sell a car, overseas or here in the States?
I think here you're encouraged to buy today because of the money off and all the rebates and everything else. So you have great options. Previously in Europe, maybe that might have been so apparent to you, but it is moving that way.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a more immediate business. Buy now.
Right.
Here's the offer, great rebates, and you pick the right car.
And how are consumers taking that? How are they handling that new instant gratification, buying a car instead of waiting the 3 weeks? Because is it true in the UK, you get financed first, and then you purchase the vehicle, or am I wrong there? Or?
Yeah, it's not like it is here in that you go into a dealership, what's your credit score, we run your credit, hey, you can buy this car.
Yeah.
So there is a longer process in Europe, but whichever way the process runs, the fact is that people know to a degree what they're looking for and what they want to afford. What they don't necessarily know, which they're going online now to new companies to find out what the kind of rebates and incentives are that can allow them to move to other models or upgrade. and that's the change in challenge that dealers have, is how to use those rebates and incentives strategically in the way that they're used here, right? And that's the sea change, and something that happened in the recession that has changed the thinking in Europe, which is what would I like to pay for my next car? And when somebody tells you this car is within reach for only 329 euros per month, people are thinking, oh, okay, I can step up to that. So now they're marketing cars that way more than by MSRP, and it's changing the way people are.
Payment-based
approach, and that's where the market is moving closer to the United States. The process changes. That'll take a bit of time, but there's some, the models in Europe. Yes, there are smaller cars and everything else, but people still have a budget, same as they do here. My phone, my mortgage, my car, and a payment-led approach. People are finding that they can get more for less. It's cheaper to buy a new car with incentives than it is to buy a 9-month-old used car. And that's what's changing people's minds is, wow, for a different way of buying, I can actually buy more, and it's a package. More cars are being sold with maintenance packages and top-up warranties as well.
I heard there was going to be a flood of used vehicles, pre-owned vehicles coming to the UK due to, am I wrong here, that are coming from the Middle East or outside India that are coming through, or is that just something I thought I heard something about that when I was in England. I think I was talking to one of your friends with our sister company there.
10% of sales worldwide are right-hand drive cars. So yeah, there are cars that move around the world depending on markets, where things are good. Sometimes cars leave the UK, get exported, and then come back again some years later, repackaged, and sometimes even the mileage seems to have not moved much on the car. So there are quirks like that, where cars go when the market's hot and come back when it cools down, and the world economy is...
I had to ask, you're my go-to. You're my go-to for overseas car sales, understanding the industry. I'm glad to have you part of this team. I remember you and I met at, what was the racetrack we were at? Silverstone?
Silverstone, yes.
Just an hour and a half north of London. We sat down.
That's it.
Myself, Mike DeLay, Jeff Cotton, who you've been close with for a long time, and it's great to see you here. And,
thank you.
Your first time in New Orleans?
My first time in New Orleans.
What do you think of the food? Just try some crawfish etouffee?
There's a lot of different food that even after my years in California, I've been like, really? That for breakfast? So it's just a little bit different from England, but still nice. Lovely people. Such a warm welcome.
You've been stateside for a while. You lived in
10 years.
California for a long time.
California, San Francisco. This is different, and I say different in a nice way. It's completely different. The food takes a bit of getting used to.
Do you like spiciness? Do you like
spicy? I mean, pancakes and pork for breakfast.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Chicken and waffles. But, I mean, it makes the people happy around here.
Now you know why us Americans have a little bit of this problem, right?
There could be that.
Chicken and waffles and pork and pancakes.
The food is a lot further away from what we do in the UK than the way that car sales are. So the UK is very close, or getting closer to the way cars are sold here, especially the way the internet business is working. And Europe is moving that way too. So there's a lot of commonality. The one thing that people seek in Europe is a CRM or a tool that can combine data, and there's lots of Europeans around the show right now looking for something they can bring back home. And we are dealing with lots of people throughout Europe. We have one client with 15,000 dealers, right? And people are coming to us at AutoAlert saying, come to my country, I'd love to have your tool because I can see what it can do. And in that respect, the appetite for tools such as AutoAlert and what it can do is there. It just takes a little bit more of a business change to make it happen. But when we've taken people to dealers around here and they're seeing the effect that AutoAlert can bring to their business, and they absolutely want that, It'll take a bit of change when they get back home. But AutoAlert is partnered with a company called ASE in Europe, who are partners with 17,000 dealers across Europe and 14 OEMs. So the great thing is that we've got the AutoAlert resource here and resource in Europe with a great tool. So we're able to make more of a seamless,
That's good.
partnership. Right, in terms of the expertise is there to help the dealer get better every month using the tool. And in that respect, people can then come from seeing the tool here and go back and have the same expectation of success back in Europe. And that's what the plan
So
is.
if anybody's watching this that's outside the United States and Canada, you're the guy I get a hold of, right?
Yeah, call me.
I know, I just had a group of Brazilians come by asking about the tool down there, so I gave me your business card.
We're going to be everywhere, and you can look me up on LinkedIn under Tom Cregg, and I'm there. You'll see my profile. You'll see it with a suntan.
We'll put it on the screen, C-R-E-G-G.
C-R-E-G-G, Tom Cregg.
Tom, thank you very much for being on.
Cheers.
Good to have you part of the team.
Thank you.
Joey Little here at NADA 100. Thanks a lot for joining us.